on YouTube world? Today we're going to be looking at the Columbia 300 Cuda PowerCor. This is probably the most hyped of these set of releases. This is the last video I'm coming out with, but we're going to see how this one compares, man. We got a fresh house shot out here, and then we're going to compare it to the Hammer Dark Web and the Messenger Solid. I think the Messenger Solid is a gem, and people really need to pick that one up if they haven't. So yeah, man, we're going to see what's out here and keep it going. This is a really strong ball with some surface on it, so I might have to move a little bit further left, a little faster than I might have normally want to, but we're gonna see what happens. So I 100% see why some people immediately have to change the surface, like especially in a place like this where it's a lot of friction. Like this ball is picking up like well at the arrow, so it's just, you have to adjust the surface. I'm gonna get as far left as I possibly can and see if I can get to the pocket, but from what I can see, I'm definitely gonna change the surface. A little late, a little right. So clearly this is not the right ball for this current condition and it's that strong. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch and throw a couple shots with the Messenger Solid to see again how this one looks. So as we just saw, the Cuda is really strong. That 500, 1500 grit finish it's just a lot of ball. And with me, you know, I'm not throwing it 20 miles an hour. So it just gets down the lane. It doesn't get down the lane how, you know, some people might be able to make it. But for me, Messenger Solid matched up a lot better at this particular center. Whereas strikers, again, just typically, you know, just a little more friction. So it wants you to get left. And certain equipment, you know, just matches up better. But it definitely makes sense why people shine this ball up. If you know, especially pros, where again it's out of box, they know how their center plays, they know what surface generally does. So man, putting shine on it, hey, that's something that we definitely will see, and I will definitely do a video with it shined up. But again, for what I was seeing and what actually looked the best is the Messenger. The Messenger was clean enough that still gave me that miss left where it just kind of hold, and then if I miss right, man, it makes a great shape back to the pocket. If you haven't tried the Messenger Solid, you need to do that. If you love the Intel, man, I'm telling you, you need to check this one out. Everybody, again, it's not one for one, like, oh, this is exactly an Intel. I'm not saying that, but again, this ball is really good. But yeah, so getting left with this Cuda, man, it was an adventure, but it carried. It still saw the spot and went through the pins. Like I had plenty of strikes here. I showed you some of the misses as I always do, but again, the ball just it looked good. I mean, I didn't quite want to be that far left, you know, if I was really trying to score, but it allowed me to still, you know, play that part of the lane. It just had to be, you know, nice with my speed. And we start looking at the dark web. The dark web is definitely in between, and once we look at the numbers, it'll make even more sense. But yeah, the dark web is a little cleaner, shaped a little bit more down lane. Even another reason why I missed left on that shot as well, but it's still, again, it's just saving a little bit more for down lane, where the Cuda, again, just a little earlier standing up. So yeah, man, these balls are definitely, different. If I was again a certain type of bowler, then that's how I'm going to pick it, and we'll discuss that here in a moment. But when we look at the numbers, all three of these are solid cover stocks, and when you look at the RGs, the Messenger and the Dark Web are actually pretty close, with the Messenger being 2515 and the Dark Web being 2514, right on top of each other. Now the differential on the Dark Web is a little higher than the Messenger, which also kind of equates to some of the length. Now the biggest factor there is the finish. The finish, 3,000 out of box for the Messenger, and again 500, 1,500 were for the Dark Web. And then as we look at the Cuda is again just more balls earlier and more differential is about on par with the Dark Web. So again, the Cuda's more ball. Just even with that super aggressive finish for both of the Dark Web and the Cuda, the Dark Web got down the lane a little bit more, and that's kind of a staple of Hammer. Hammer is supposed to be a little more flippy, and Columbia be a little rounder. So this Cuda, and as I kept throwing it, and I was trying to see if it'll lane shine. That's always a factor I like to keep in mind. I don't know what it is about 500, 1,500 that is just, this ball has not lane shined nearly as fast as something like the Crypto or the Trailblazer Solid or even the Supernova. It just hasn't. Like again, I throwing it. I was hoping that the ball would get a little easier getting down the lane, but it just didn't happen. I was like, oh, you really have to go about adjusting the surface. So we will definitely do a video showing the Cuda polished up. So I know some people may have wanted that. I was in a little bit of a time crunch trying to get this particular video out. So we will get to it. I promise. We will get that done. And then we also will see my boy Charlie, the two-handed gentleman who threw the Trailblazer Solid. He's up next. We're gonna do a one-handed versus two-handed video, and we're gonna see how that goes. So be on the lookout for that one. But man, if I was had a little less hand than myself, I think the Cuda is gonna be a great option for when you need a little more assistance dealing with some of that oil. And if again you're trying to move left and play some angles, the Messenger really looks good once the lanes have transitioned. So man, you have a lot of options here. All three balls are great, man. Use the links below, man, to pick you one up, man. I appreciate you as always.